pretty wicked game. Over there. Okay, it's game capture and not window capture. Bah, it's fine. Yeah, Six Nations. Gonna be watching the shit out of it tomorrow. Because, you know, grr, sports, manly, grr. I know what that is. So that needs to go. I said that needs to go there. And these aren't real games. Not a real game. Not a real game. Sweet. The window's really small, by the way. Can I make it bigger? Oh, I can make it bigger after all that. The problem then is black bars. Some would argue I should be a professional streamer and do this beforehand. But since when has that ever been a thing? That'll do. Bit early? Nah, it's about the same time it normally is, give or take. Now we need to fucking normalize this again. We do this so it doesn't look so sodding stretched on the screen. I mean, it still looks a bit stretched. But... I guess it'll have to do. Hey, Shell. Ruby's getting VN, but you don't like it for a variety of reasons. Why not? You alright, Grim? You doing alright? Look, I did do pre-stream prep. I sought out a certain music that I thought would be guitarish. And I shaved. Poorly. And the also problem is I didn't shave any of this bit, so it looks like I've got a neck beard as opposed to a chin strap, which is what it's supposed to be. How dare you? Prep doesn't happen before you go live. Prep should happen live once you start streaming. Anyway. I'm sure we'll get some solid votes in for what path we're going to go down once we're here. And hello, Siggy. This is, yeah, Life is Strange dating sim, I think is the... This is that's probably the most direct way I could refer to it, really. It is a Life is Strange dating sim. The canon family structure. Does that affect the story in any way, or is it purely for lore? Need to ask him something before or afterhand. Everyone loves close, so obviously you pick nobody. No, we just pick kill the entire town. It's not the official visual novel. What? You can't hold it to that high standards then, can you? Surely. Oh. Oh, I forgot to add a Frank Facey emote. Sorry, this is important. We need slime pride. Or pride slime. I meant to add it earlier, but I forgot. That one. That one. There we go, it's added. It's added now, it's fine. Yeah, sure, we save the town, why not? Right, we should probably fucking just, you know, new game this, shouldn't we? I'd say let's go. Bang, as the kids say. Sorry, that was probably the slowest start after a bang you've ever heard. Do I want to play the tutorial? You're shitting me. In a fan-made game of Life is Strange, there is a rewinding mechanic. Why have they made a rewind mechanic, but they can't draw a circle? This is someone with MS Paint who's gone... made a rough circle. Do I believe that love is strange? Is it strange when a boy loves a girl or a man loves a pillow? Well, how would you like me to answer that? And I will tell you what makes you feel better about yourself. Because that seems like the better option there. I would love to play the tutorial. Is that like a horrendous hot dog Mr. Jefferson? Hey, what's up, Rora? That looks terrifying. Oh my god. You want me to answer in a way that panders to me as shamelessly as possible? Well, I think a man can love a pillow. Okay? Put holes in all the right places, and all I'm saying, there'll be more than enough love in that room. It's not Mr. Jefferson as a hot dog. Hello, MX Dog? Max Dog? Your guidance teacher. First things first, I'll let you know that you can click anywhere and press enter or spacebar key to continue. Yeah, I know that. I've played a Renpai visual novel before. Love is Strange visual novel. Yeah, cool. Every now and then you can pick dialogue choices that change the flow of conversation or even bring you back to different locations. We've all been there, Ara. It's fine. You don't need the things you were going to buy from the store, probably. You're welcome, Roos. I mean, I remember the price of that case you bought yesterday, and wow. Oh, man. So, you know, she better be the one. Or 5. Got it! I do. Let's head over to the Two Whales. That's the diner. I know that much. We can't date this guy. He's a hot dog. You can date pillowcases, but not hot dogs. It was less than $40 US. I mean, yeah, sure. That is a reasonable price. Tifa. Roos can DM you them in Discord. Your decisions can affect the way the other characters in the game interact with you. The characters in each route have a number of approval. Yeah, yes, thank you. I've played a visual novel before. Hot dogs make the best boyfriends. I don't know, I think you more use them as soon as it comes down to sex. They're not getting anything out of it. How does a hot dog even, you know... I mean, does mustard explode? Let's not get into it. But you won't be able to see any of these point changes visually, so pick wisely. You can use a scroll wheel or... Okay, cool. However, even though you'll be able to go back and look at your decisions, you can't undo them. There's no time travel here. Once your decision's made, they are permanent. This is where Renpai is wrong. Because I have a save and then load. They never think of that. Let's disable choices so you can't rewind and go back and do them. Oh wait, hang on, he can just save and load. If it's a fairly thick hot dog. I mean, he looks like a normal human being, if not slightly bigger. Yeah, inner. That sounds great! Thanks for sounding so positive. Do make sure to save your game every now and then. The game won't remember your decisions if you won't save. You have 15 save slots. Yeah, cool. Alright, sweet. There are a few other things. Do be sure to keep up with your journal. It will be continually updated as you progress throughout the game. When I was playing Life is Strange, I didn't think I once looked at my journal unless I was told to, so I will probably just forget. Not even quick save, just save. That's Renpai. Yeah, I don't understand why this one wouldn't let you redo choices either. I guess it's because they didn't know how. So once you rewinded, they didn't realise that you could enable this, so they just went, yeah, it's a feature. I've played around with Renpai. It has the incredibly complicated code Python. So, it's pretty complicated. Only real experts will know how Python works. And I've played around it, so I know that that's a default option. But you can fill it up. There are lots of unlockable images, and Love is Strange. You'll learn them to discover more about the game. Yeah, cool. There's also an achievement section. There are 32 to discover. They're hidden all throughout the game within every route. You'll need to thoroughly explore every one. You can find them all. Way to sleep. Depending on your decision each playthrough, you won't just fill your gallery and achievements. You'll see unique dialogue from your love interest, unlock exclusives. Yeah, okay. It's more like, hey, have you played a visual novel before? Just remember, yeah, that's it. Class is dismissed. Ugh. Yes, Python. It's very, you know, complicated and difficult. Insert groan here. Yeah, you need to include tutorials. That was fun, wasn't it? I don't know. We should probably, like, be proactive and get up, so I guess I'll just get up. Hitting snooze always shows in a bad, like, route. So you should probably not do that and just get up. Huh. Scenic, yes. I guess I'd better get up. We're not snoozing. The air is a little chilly as I push the covers off, and one glance in my mirror is enough to tell me that I look like a total zombie. Right. Now we need to figure out... Yep. This is your average visual novel. You can tell that because, look, it's normal art with a Photoshop filter over it. They used to do this so much back in 2010, you have no idea. One glance in my mirror is enough to tell me that I look like a total zombie. In other words, it's a typical morning for me. Someone's playing music. The people I share a dormitory with are worse than roosters. Oh, don't worry, Siggy. I do that a lot. Oh, well, at least I'm up. And I shouldn't make it a habit to be late to class anyway. I stretch out, yawning, as I make my way to the window to feel the sunlight on my skin. Yes, casual Friday link. Well, you remembered eventually, Shadow. Can we zap anyone? I'm going to go with no. But we can rewind, sort of. I stretch out, yawning, as I make my way to the window to feel the sunlight on my skin. Lisa seems to be enjoying it. She's grown like crazy over the past year. My mum would be so proud. I don't know when this is set. I don't know when this is set before or after. I'm presuming the fact that Lisa still exists and we've had them for a while would mean that it's after. No game audio vote song. No, we're not putting song requests on. I refuse. Wow, a whole year already. It's hard to believe I've been at Blackwell for that long, so it has happened afterwards. I'm so glad that I came back to Arcadia Bay, and not just for Blackwell Academy, although I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a huge part. I liked Seattle, but it never really felt like home. Arcadia Bay is the place I grew up in, the place where I made all of my best memories and had so many adventures, each one as different as new day. Yes, Lisa. Pirates and superheroes, this was the best place to grow up. The fact that Blackwell is still alive means that Chloe is dead, or did they just ignore the fact that Chloe exists? Oh, it's an alternate reality. That makes a lot more sense. So I was like, hang on a minute, I'm pretty sure I've seen Chloe. But then again, I'm almost pretty sure that Arcadia Bay shouldn't... well, you know, details. I shouldn't spoil. The events of the game didn't happen. Got it! What about Fluffy Feathers? I think Fluffy Feathers dies in every reality, so... Fluffy Feathers never exists. Well, I'm biased, but I really do feel that way. I don't want to sell Seattle short, of course. I lived there for 5 long years. I really do miss my friends there and my parents. I was so glad to see them this summer. This isn't realistic at all. No one said hella yet. Got it, Chief. That makes sense. I don't even remember who Rachel is. Bible Thumper doesn't work here, sorry. Bibbly Thumper does, though. But I know that coming back here was the right choice for me. Come on. Just as happened like 2 months ago. I'm technically an adult now, which is something I'm still getting used to. I definitely still feel like a kid in a lot of ways. I'm lucky to have my parents' support and my scholarship, which I've somehow managed to keep into my second year. Go Max! Or something. It's fine, Shadowcat, I don't think this is canon. Wait, what's not how what works? What did I say? Did I say something stupid? Who's Fluffy Feathers? Oh! He's a bird who died, and everyone said it was my fault and made me feel guilty for it. I mean, technically it was my fault, but I didn't know, so it's okay. And I can't forget one of the most important parts. Blackwell brought me back to Chloe Price, my best friend. It took a little while, but we picked up right where we left off. Actually, we did even better, because we didn't exactly part under the best circumstances. But the greatest thing about Chloe is that she's brutally honest with her feelings. Those first few weeks were seriously awkward, but we got through it. Should I start just reading it like Max does? Everything needs to sound really whiny. Those first few weeks were... Okay, I can't do that. Just realised that is... that is not an accent I'm capable of doing. As much as I try, it just comes out like... bizarro weird Max. I'm determined to be there for her now, even if I couldn't before. With a crouch. Do you mean crutch? I'm not addicted to birds, I promise. I'm determined to be there for her now, even if I couldn't before. Luckily, someone was there for Chloe while I was gone. Oh, the frames are dropping like crazy. Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. Why am I hosting you? Good point. I don't know. I'm gonna be right back quickly and, say something. Just be a second. Hopefully we're not going to die anymore. Tenarium impersonates a teenage girl. Look, I tried. I think that Chris Tenarium is better than Chair Tenarium, isn't he? Oh, chat's on screen. It's now working. Let me move that there. Max, Mr. Jefferson. Somehow, I don't think that's going to be a relationship which is available. I just needed to double check that my mic was still on. Right, hopefully we won't be dropping any frames now, so, if you're miles behind, refresh or something. Luckily, someone was there for Chloe while I was gone. Rachel Amber. She's totally gorgeous, and she's a really great person too. She's almost too perfect. But she's one of those girls that's just impossible to hate, even though Victoria Chase seems to have found a way. Thank you for the host, Shell. This is indeed a romance game, yes. This is, I believe, a fan-made game. We just thought we'd play it for the fun. At first, I thought that Rachel and Chloe were total opposites, but they're really more like wolves of the same pack. Let's just say that knowing both of them is being like an accessory to every incident of dubiously criminal mischief in the Bay. Max Chloe is the true, you'd probably be right. But even if I didn't have Chloe or Rachel, I've got different friends here too. Dana, Stella, Elisa. Actually, I can count almost everyone on my floor as a friend. I'm not quite sure it's like that in the actual game. Unhosted? Ah, Bible thump. Then rehosted for the art host. Yeah, okay. Thanks. You're very kind, Shell. Even Brooke, who is, abrasive, it took some getting used to, but it's just her way of being friendly. Whoa. That's incredible. He hasn't been here very long. Pretty impressive for a shy geek like me, am I right? Thank you for the host, Crippy. Do you like it, guys? I finally turned down notifications, so it no longer blows up everyone's eardrums. Take Kate March, for example. She's one of the very first people who befriended me at Blackwell. Kate is probably the most kind-hearted person I've ever met, and she's an incredible, talented artist. She's one of the only students at Blackwell that abashedly wears her heart, and I guess her religion, on her sleeve. I know that she gets flack about it sometimes. Did anything happen in this game that happened in the other universe, or is this just... Imagine she went back and everything was jolly and okay. Stole my host from someone else who it hit. Ay. I don't even know where the ball is, Shell. I have looked. It's, I don't know, around here somewhere, I guess. But yeah, I don't know where it is. Fucking headphones onto my chair again. Ay. The best I can do is this ball here. But I think it's really cool that she works so hard to create a comfortable environment for other religious and or abstinent students, even if I'm not in her Bible study group or anything. What? How many people did Chris kill already? No one yet. Probably Lisa in a second. It's the everyone is happy secret ending. Right, yeah, got it. Well, it's been a year since we've had Lisa, and I'm pretty sure we'd only just got Lisa in the real game, so I'm pretty sure it's a year afterwards. Sorry, the ball is better. There you go. Have another look at it, and I nearly dropped it. I get along with almost everybody except for my neighbor across the hall. Hey, TT. Victoria Chase is the head of the Vortex Club, with all the reputation that goes with it. Even after a year, I'm not entirely sure what the Vortex Club even does aside from underage drinking. As if there's a teenage club that is designed for anything other than that. I've heard that being in it is good for your resume, but I never see them doing anything to actually improve or benefit the school outside of partying. I mean, again... That's not how that works, because I do have a gender future. Hasn't she heard the old adage about not saying anything at all if you've got nothing nice to say? Max has not spent very long with teenage girls, apparently. It means to simultaneously copyrighting Craigasm. That might be true, to be fair. It's hard not to wither under that Ice Queen stare of hers, or feel totally lame in the presence of her $6,000 camera. Partying improves morale. There you go! You party and then you show up to classes feeling amazing because you just went out partying? And hungover? Okay, it's not the greatest idea in the world. She has a great eye, though, I'll give her that. I can't spend all morning daydreaming by the window, though. I've got to get dressed. I don't want to miss my first class. Especially because Mex Dog told us last week that they had a surprise coming up on Monday. I wonder what it'll be. Well, it's probably not going to be murder. They're one of the best teachers I've ever had. They're always supportive of my work and always smiling. I knew Blackwell Academy took on the best, but I had to experience it to believe it. Max Dog is so freaking cool. I don't know whether to keep pronouncing him Max or Mr. Dog. Because it is Max Jefferson, right? Am I making shite up? Is his real name not Max Jefferson? You think it is murder, okay. I'd better hurry up and get going, then maybe I can find some time to hang out with my friends before my class starts. Mr. Dog. Okay, Mr. Dog it is from now on. We won't call him Max. It's Mr. Dog. Oh, Mark. Look, Max, Mark, they both begin with the same 2 letters. What's the problem here? It's both M.A. It's close enough. It's Mr. Dog from now on, though. I should make sure I have everything I need before I head out. Put on bracelets. We'll check on our phone because we're a teenage girl and I know what they like to do. I can't leave my room without a quick scan at my feed, the modern equivalent of reading the morning newspaper. That's the millennial condition, I suppose, blah blah blah. That's the joke I was making. Of course, Victoria's already posted her morning mirror selfie. How many people... The K almost looks like an X though. I thought it was an X. Oh, that's why I thought it was Max. It's not, it's short for Mark. Ah, rip. Well, what do I know? So yeah, okay, well, whatever. We're calling him Mr. now. There's no way around it. Shipping 3 people. You can ship 3 people. Of course, yeah. Liked by 28 people, posted 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'm no social media expert. Those are some good numbers. But she does look nice in that cashmere sweater. I'd hit like too, but I know she's not interested in my approval. She might never wear that sweater again if I did. Hey, what? If that were real, you could take the piss so much. Well, I mean, Grimm's real name is also... I don't know, am I allowed to say that? I guess I am, right? Grimm would have good reason for also knowing that future, that's what I'll say. Okay, right, Grimm said it, it's fine. She might never wear that sweater again. Nerd cuties, huh? Mark 5. Get out. Mark 5, get out. Just get out. Out, out. I'm kidding, I think. I need to stop sinking to her level and being all judgy. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could abuse the hell out of that system. She doesn't want to... She's not going to wear something because you liked it. So you just go through her pictures and like every piece of really expensive clothing she's got on. Every time it looks really expensive, you like it. She's not allowed to ever again. Yeah, he does grippy, I told him. Well, I'm kidding, I think. I need to stop sinking to her level and being all judgy. Put on bag, because we need bag. I can't forget my bag, and I don't want to forget my camera either, because we need to take a million selfies. I'm glad it's managed to survive this long. It's really old and not in a cute faux vintage way. It's legit ancient. Legit. And shit. Grim Force 14. That... sounds like a match not made in heaven. That way she'll wear nothing. It has to be Grim Force 14. What are you not following, Ziggy? I'm glad it's managed to survive this long. It's really all... Oh yeah, no. And that's what I wanted, a total timelessness to my photos. As I slide my camera into my bag, I look at the little dough pin that Kate gave me a few days ago. It's a warm bronze colour as opposed to a cold bronze colour. She said that she found it in a bookshop in Portland and that she thought I would like it. Well, there you go. You just saw a new relationship bloom. I hope you guys are happy. I do, but I'm just flattered that she thinks of me at all. Alright, so we don't have any choice. We have to put on also the bracelets. I was going to try and get away with it. Chloe gave me another one of her punky spiked bracelets a few months ago. I'm clumsy, so I thought I'd instantly take off my eye out by wearing it. On your wrist? How much do people sort of sit there and just go, ugh, ugh? But it turns out that the secret to thrashing is that the studs are actually pretty dull. Yeah, that was so true. Yep, Friday streams, Great Miracles, Bible Thump. New relationships, Bible Thump. Sorry, Bibbly Thump. Bibbly Thump. I guess I am really ready for the mosh pit now, shucka bruh. I can't remember what that meant. But yeah, shaka bra. The bracelet that I slide on next to is... It is all woven rainbow threads. I don't know why that took me so long to read. There you go. See, Bibbly Thump. It looks beautiful. Those who don't have Francoface Z will not understand that. It is indeed purple. Rachel gave it to me. I was pretty surprised when she did. Rachel's got like a zillion friends. It's not a dating sim, it's a visual novel. It's completely different. Completely different. Maybe she makes them for everybody. I think I've got everything, but I have a feeling I'm forgetting something. Well, if you said it aloud, you probably do. Oh, my journal. I can't leave without it. I take it just about everywhere. I guess it's a little old-fashioned of me, and I know that just getting a blog would be way more secure, but I'm getting used to writing by hand. Drink more. What? I'm not even getting drunk. This is genuinely Coke. I don't drink as much on stream anymore, and anyone who was around for Roosters and Terror's stream can just forget about it. It's fine. And yes, Hours. They do indeed bring all the boys to the yard, and damn right, their dating sims are better than yours. They could teach you, but the engine's free. I guess it's a little old-fashioned, yeah. There we go. All set. Is it that here? Alright, it is. Oh my god, there's so many pages. Why is it 2 from 20? Why is it not 1 and 2? I don't know what you guys are doing. Didn't say anything weird. New school year, blah, blah, blah. I want to relive. What did you put in a super secret place? Cool. I'm sure this is really interesting. It looks like a journal, so it must be a journal. There we go, all set. We are playing Love is Strange. It's in the title. As I head out into the hallway, I finally spot the source of the music. It's all coming from Dinah's room. The door's wide open like it usually is. This is definitely way too much bass for a Monday morning. What? There is always a good time for a lot of bass. Wait, hang on. They mean like hip kids music, don't they? They're not talking about the bass, I think they mean. Yeah, you have to refresh it. Otherwise it won't work. I cross the hall, shaking my head. I knock on Kate's door, but there's no response. Maybe she's headed there to class. I'm a little sad. I missed out on her usual morning violin playing. Not that I would have heard much of it over Dana's music. It doesn't work for you yet, and you need to refresh. It doesn't surprise me that I can smell weed and hear the sound of a spray can drifting from the bathroom. Rachel and Chloe up to no good again. So this is also an alternate reality where Chloe wasn't kicked out of the school. That's not a spoiler alert, that happens before the story begins. But I guess that's the company I keep. Victoria's usually got her door open or music playing like Dana, but it's quiet this morning. I guess she went to class too. I've never seen her show up late to anything. Oh, the places you'll go, Max. Where to now? Well, first meaningful choice. What do you want? I wouldn't say idealized. I'm yet to see how fan-made it is yet. I've yet to know whether the characters are truly that or whether all the characters are just amazing. You know, the sort of characters who can whip out a pistol in a room and shoot everyone through the head. They're just amazing. Bathroom, yeah. How do I... This is a life-changing choice. Who knows? Go straight to class? Who wants to go straight to class? Look, this... All I'm seeing is more votes for bathroom. Bathroom it is. Sweet. When I reach the bathroom, I find Chloe smoking in the corner, slouching there with a joint pinched up between her fingers. Okay, that seems like an inexplicably stupid place to smoke a joint. Like, in the middle of a bathroom. Not only is moisture gonna fuck that up, but you could get suspended if you see that sort of shit. Rachel's busy adding graffiti to the opposite wall. Man, I forgot how many people here didn't like Chloe. Why do we have to... Isn't Victoria the bitch? Short blonde hair who hates us throughout the whole of the game? Is that not her? If I were to guess, I'd say that Victoria's in class. Smoke it anywhere if you're cool enough. That's also true. I mean... In shower, though? There's going to be water everywhere. That sounds like an awful idea. I've never lived on campus, so I guess I wouldn't know. Back away, back away, back away. Fine. Alright, let's go back to the hallway. We don't want to speak to them anyway. So, class one after that, so we'll go to class. If I go straight to class, I won't be able to go back and talk to Kate, Rachel, Victoria, or Chloe. So Victoria's in the courtyard. So do you guys want to now go to the courtyard and not to the class? How do we make Victoria fall in love with Max? Ugh. Ape with Warren. I don't want to ape with Warren. No one wants to go ape. Have to keep doing that. Go to the courtyard and get with Kate. I somehow don't think as if Kate would be doing that. Courtyard. Knew it. You can't hear anything I say, then can I suggest you maybe turn up your volume? Courtyard it is. I hear outside the dorms and see Kate sitting on a bench out in the front lawn, sketchbook in hand. Up ahead, I see Victoria focused on a bulletin board. I guess I do have time to chat. Well, is it Victoria or is it Kate? Alright, fine. I'm going to refresh. It's going to kill my internet briefly, but let's just see if Pride Slime exists for me. Courtyard and Victoria. I sort of knew you were going to say that, you know, so it doesn't count as much or something. Pride Slime. Yep, you're right, it's not there. Well, whatever. It'll be there soon, it's fine. And yeah, it's the Life is Strange thing. It's because you're at a bar. Wow. And you've come on to see someone play a fan visual novel knockoff of Life is Strange. Got it. Am I gonna need to fucking flip a coin? I feel like I'm gonna need to flip a coin here. We could do both. I guess it's to see what we do first. So, heads is the side without the number on it. So, heads is Victoria, tails is Kate. Huh. That's tails, so we're talking to Kate. I said we can do both. Like, it doesn't matter that much. Hey, Kate. Kate looks up from her sketchbooks and gives me a warm smile. We look different than we did last time. We can do different. Yeah. Sorry, we can do both, basically. Good morning, Max. It's good to see you. Thank you. I mean, we look different. Even where it's not stretched, we do look different. Kate doesn't look that different. Her fucking hair still looks weird as hell. Hey, Bemba. Good morning, Max. It's good to see you. I'm happy to see her too. Come to think of it, Kate's been a little hard to get hold of recently. She seemed a lot quieter than usual. She's not the loudest person to begin with, but maybe she has something on her mind. Whatever it is, it doesn't stop her from greeting me as warmly as ever. That's Kate Marsh for you. Is it Kate Marsh? The Kate Marsh I know would sit in the corner and not sell anything to anyone. That seems like so much effort for the future. Crippy doesn't say silly things. He just, you know, occasionally comes out with something silly. Date Victoria, gotta go, friends are annoyed, I'm sad on my bed. Okay, have fun. I missed your violin playing this morning. Does that look like a pose that Max would strike? It doesn't look like a thing that Max would strike to me. I missed your violin playing this morning. Not that I would have heard much of it over Dana's music. I sat down next to Kate on the bench and to see that she's sketching a few cartoon characters gathered around a fountain. Kate notices me looking and smiles softly, pencil tapping idly against the paper. I thought I'd try to get some drawing done in before class starts. When I'm feeling inspired, I always want to sketch right away so I don't forget the images in my head. Crippy is indeed a walking meme. And a drinking game. Alright, fine. I guess it sort of makes sense, future. I look more closely to the page. Kate's drawings are always so cute and lively. Oh, there's that word cute again. Does that mean shit and devoid of character? She'd make an awesome character designer or storyboarder or an illustrator for children's books. Any one of those would suit her. What is it about children's books that is used so often as, hey, I'm arty? I know what you mean. I'll drop everything I'm doing if the time is right for a photo. I can't believe you can do this kind of stuff with just coloured pencils. It's so cute. I still hate the word cute. Thanks, Max. I've always loved your photos too. Kate compliments always warm my heart. The best part is that I know that she means it. She's so sincere and positive. Who is this made by? It's so lovey and positive. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna look at this shit. Oh, don't worry. These people couldn't draw a circle either. lovistrange.vn.tumblr.com. Woo! Great. I'll fucking figure it out or something. You've never heard children's books as a cliche Quran? No, maybe it's an English thing or something. I didn't recognize these characters either. I don't remember Max ever talking like this. Yeah, because they are in the game. Speaking of photos, what do you think Mr. Dog's going to surprise us with today? Murder. Oh, Crippy Ples. Kate's expression turns thoughtful and she clasps her hands on top of her sketchbook. I'm not sure. They seemed really excited about it when I was helping them catalogue our photography textbooks on Friday. I'd forgotten that Kate is Mr. Dog's assistant. Seems to be more than that if Mr. Dog has his way. Did they mention anything about the surprises other than being excited? No. Yeah, they look kind of like the characters I recognize, but not them. Where'd Chris find this? Jack told me about it. That's all it was. Jack was like, hey, do you want to go and play this? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Kate laughs and shrugs and she seems to glow. The cross hanging from her neck catches the sunlight and flashes bright and golden. You're always so curious about the world, Max. A lot of people would just say I'm nosy. Yeah, you would not believe. You could have gone Victoria to see if she's all gone happy and cheery. No, I think she'd just sit there and swear at us for a while. Kate gives a little huff and continues drawing in her sketchbook, her pencil delicately tracing curves and lines. I think you just have a knack for adventure, like Gloria here. She's an amateur detective. No, that's what people who are 12 who once found out something on Reddit call themselves. No one actually thinks they're a detective, do they? This is a longer conversation than I thought, yeah. Kate points to one of the characters in her drawing, a small figure peering into the fountain with huge inquisitive eyes. A little cat tail pokes out from under the character's long coat. The art is just in-game art with a Photoshop filter over it, as far as I'm aware. Although I think the character art is drawn manually. Max doesn't look like Max, but Kate looks a bit like Kate. Thanks, Kate. I'm glad you believe in me. I should get going, though. Kate nods. I wouldn't want you to miss... That is definitely an X. That's not a K. That is not a K by anyone's fucking definition. Primus, if you're still here, you've lied to me. You owe me a 10-2 run. Max Dog, surprise. Mr. Dog's surprise. I'll catch up soon. See you, Max. Word. Fine, we'll talk to Victoria as well. Nekonimi on. Oh, that's a shame, because there's no Nekonimi here at all. I'm truly horribly sad and terrified. That you even remembered. Victoria looks so focused on the message board, she's got her arms. The dog is Karl Marx. And we were talking to... The dog's Karl Marx, and we were talking to it about the fucking art. I think I've shown this before, but do you guys want to know how pretentious I am? First book on my bookshelf. Hey. There you go. Hey. That's how pretentious I am. Victoria looks so focused on the message board, she's got her arms crossed like she's annoyed by what she's reading, but I'm not sure what she's looking at. Draw the ears yourself. I'm not even sure I could do that. I don't know, maybe I could do that? Alright, hang on, let's find this shit out. Yeah, okay with Kate. The average Blackwell Marquis. I don't usually go out of my way to walk to Victoria, but she might be the only other person who takes photography classes as seriously as I do. Surprised I have a bookshelf. Of course I have a bookshelf. It's full of, pretentious books, autobiographies, and Dilbert comics. Shit you not. It might be good to scope out what she thinks about today's surprise. Hey, Victoria. Victoria turns around for a split second. I see surprise in her face before it's replaced with a stern look. She looks slightly overweight again. Alright, hang on. Let's try drawing cat ears on her. I don't really know how I'm going to do this, if I'm completely honest. So her hair is blonde, so we need to draw a blonde outline to start with. So let's put it at 10 brush width. I'm using Photoshop. And then, as we all know, all cat ears are black for whatever reason. That isn't so much a cat ear as it is a guitar pick. I mean, now it looks like a fucking Dorito, but alright, whatever. Right, so now I need to do this. Right. If this isn't good enough for you guys, I honestly don't know what is. Because this is a masterpiece. I think I saved it on the desktop. Yeah, I did. That one. We need to make that a bit smaller. I didn't even fucking colour the ears in. Oh, and it's too big and everything. Alright, hang on. We're going to need to make this really small. Oh, seamless. Oh, you would barely know I did that myself. Seamless. Seamless. Not to sound offensive, but she looks fatter. Yeah, they all look fatter. They all just look bigger. I think it's because I stretched it slightly. Kind of cat ears look like that. Those look like cat ears. Making them see-through was a mistake. But they are cat ears. They look like glasses. Alright, fine. Jesus. I can't believe you lot. I try and appease you and nothing. Okay. There. Are you happy now? Is that good enough? That's cat ears now. They're cat ears, yeah. It's Nekonimi, as the kids say. Upside down? I've seen Pixel. His ears point upwards. Oh. Fine, we'll make it like an upside down Dorito. Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening. That one. I want... What the fuck am I doing here anymore? I don't even know. Right, okay, there. The black that we need to draw on top. Welcome to, Drawing with Kristen Oren. My name is Mr. Can't Fucking Draw to Save His Life. And I'll be your teacher today. We need to start new. Hang on. This one just isn't working here. We take our cat girls very seriously. I've noticed this is terrifyingly accurate. So it needs to, the base needs to be really big, and then it sort of needs to go into a point. Okay, this looks not as shit. I'm not going to say good, because, again, that would be a slight lie, but, you know, details. We also need to make it not fucking completely weird. When I filled it in, they didn't do the edges properly, so there's like a white edge. There we go. Save as. Cat is. Yes. Okay. There. That's it. You guys cannot say that I don't listen to you, okay? I'm making fucking cat ears, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck, I forgot to make it transparent. Oh! God damn it! That one. Sad again. Yeah. Crippy did. This is Crippy's fault. So if you want someone to blame, this is Crippy. Doesn't quite go, does it? Need to make it smaller on that side. There we go, close enough. We're drawing cat ears on someone. There we go. Nailed it. That is perfect cat ears. No one can... Yeah, look, it's close enough. Let's just fucking move on. What do you want, Max? Her tone isn't totally hostile today. Guess that's something at least. Just wanted to say good morning, if that's okay. I can draw. Just, Victoria snorts and rolls her eyes. I wouldn't call it a good morning as long as you're around. Yeah, there you go. The tsundere, the evil, horrible one who'll smite against all will. Wait, seriously? I throw my hands up in defense, giving a huff of exasperation. I can't catch a break with Victoria, can I? No. Wow, nice burn. Let me go get to the nurse and get myself an ice pack. I think I'm just being slightly unnecessarily sassy. Victoria crosses her arms with an impatient sigh and then gestures with her fingers. Really? What do you want? Why does it slash through her hair? It doesn't. It just changes every now and again. Look, see, this isn't my fault. If her head was like this all the time, it would make more sense. I glance back to the bulletin board and see a small flyer in the corner. It's an advertisement for a photography exhibition in Portland. I think I found what Victoria was looking at. Just wondering what you think of... Mr. Dogs got prepared for us today. You know, the surprise they mentioned last week. Victoria purses her lips and looks away for a second before turning back to me. I heard a rumour that it's another photo contest like last year. Hang on, I know what happened to the winner last year. I'm not sure I want to be part of that. Yeah, I indulged, Crippy. Woo! Alright, well, have fun going 0-7. I mean, 1-6. 1-6 is what I meant there, future. 1-6. I heard a rumour that she sounds kind of tense about it. I suddenly remember how she placed second in a photo contest last year. She hadn't looked happy about it at all. I know she busted her ass on it. Even I have to admit that her submission was really good. I totally thought she'd win. Who did win that competition? I have a feeling she'd look losing a lot harder than she'd let on. Yeah, probably. Already 0-7? Then 1-7 then. If it is, I make new ears for every position on her head. That's just not gonna happen. That seems like a woeful amount of effort. I can barely do one for a correct position on her head. Look, she's gonna change her head a lot. I can't do anything about that. That definitely wasn't the response Victoria was expecting. Her eyes widen, her mouth dropping for a split seconds before she recovers. She's not scowling at me anymore, at least. Yeah, you too, Max. Oh, I wasn't expecting that either. We stand there for a moment, and neither of us seem to know what to say. Awkward. Does Max really say awkward this much? Her ears are askew, Strimmer? Ugh. Look, she's got 3 ears to keep up with here. I mean, come on, she can't all have them on her head at the same time. Going Asda for snacks. Crippy, sorry, are you Northern? You're going to Asda, you're not going Asda. Fuck's sake, Crippy. Say it again, and you get unmodded. That's all I'm saying, alright? That's all I'm saying. We stand there for... Fuck you, Purple. We stand there for another moment. Neither of us seem to know what to say. Awkward. Victoria makes an irritated sound, finally breaking the silence. Look, I've got to get back to figuring out my schedule for the week. Club meetings and shit. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what she was doing, but I'm not about to call her out on it. Yeah, of course. I'll see you in class. She turns back to the bulletin board. I'm not racist against the North. It's just a terrifying place of abject poverty and misery. It's not my fault it's like that. What was it? I swear, there was this petition in like 2012 in England, and a government think tank going to Asda for snacks. There you go, that's much better. But there was this petition to basically just make Hull not exist anymore. Just make it not exist. As long as we pretend that Hull doesn't exist anymore, then the North won't be as horrible anymore. This is a true story. Government think tank were just like, they don't need Hull. It's horrible. It's called Hull, for fuck's sake. That definitely could have gone a lot worse. As far as encounters with Victoria Chase go, that was practically painless. Are we doing Game of Thrones memes now? I can't keep up. Alright, now we're going straight to class. Straight to class. If I go straight to class, I won't be able to go back and talk to Kate, Rachel, Victoria, or Chloe. What? Yes, you will. You'll be able to go... You've already talked to 2 of them. Hull's a shithole. Exactly. It's the old terrible joke, isn't it? I put Hull into my GPS, it auto-corrected to hell, and I went, close enough. Once I enter the classroom, I head to the back and sit down in my usual seat. Contrary to what Chloe would usually have me believe, I don't sit back here to slack off like she does. I sit back here because it's centered right where Mr. Dog usually lectures. Speaking of Chloe, I can see her sauntering in with Rachel. She grabs a couple of chairs and drags them noisily across the tiles so that she and Rachel can sit with me. We don't want to go to the bathroom. We've already been to the bathroom and the vote was no, get the cow to there. We are going straight to Kappa Bride. The GPS did indeed know what was up. Chloe looks like she's already prepared to nap all the way through class. Typical. Isn't this like university though? Like, you can do that shit. It's fine. Alright, no, you probably could sleep. But, you know, you're allowed to not pay attention. Like, you're fucking paying for it. They don't give a toss at that point. Rachel, on the other hand, she's got top marks, even though she's more into being in photos, not taking them. She's already got her textbook open. She's running a paint-stained finger down the page. Excuse me. Are all the options gay in this game? I have no idea. Victoria walks in just a moment later with Taylor at her side. She glances at me and then immediately looks away when she catches me looking back. What have you missed? We're now in class. We skipped the bathroom. Her lips are pressed together in a hard line as Taylor chatters in her ear. I guess she's not in a gossipy mood today. Kate's seat is over by the window. She mouths hello to me as she takes her spot, organising her books into a neat pile. Does Pride Slime work? I don't know. I'm not going to refresh Twitch for it either. You can say she does, and you can say she doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter. Good morning, class. What a lovely Monday morning. There's a few grumbles here and there. Chloe's is the loudest. Mr. Dog ignores them all. I mean, if you had a face like that, you'd probably ignore them as well, due to probably not being able to see properly. As you all know, I told you last week I'd have a big surprise coming today. Well, the day has come for me to announce the second annual Blackwell photo contest. She says she's... yeah, I have to actually look at the username, unlike most people. The second annual Blackwell photo contest. I can feel butterflies literally explode in my stomach. We sort of already knew that though. Next to me, Chloe and Rachel shoot me looks. Called it. Victoria stiffens in her seat and sits up a little straighter. Kate smiles, of course. She's not as... oh, I'd say that she's not as bright. I was like, what the... Kate smiles, of course. She's as bright as the spot of sun she's sitting in. That's the winnable lane. Literally dance game? Why literally dance game? It's alright. We're not going to kill anyone, Chief. You probably can't kill anyone. I hope we can't kill anyone, because we'll probably accidentally find a way to. Now, oh. Hang on. Now, look, I'm not saying this is fate. I'm not saying it was written in the stars. But this fits him. Almost perfectly. No, perfectly. The cat ears fit him perfectly. I'm not saying it's written in the stars, but... it is written in the stars. Now this contest will be a little different from last year's. You'll have to pick a partner because the contest's motif is the bonds between people. This doesn't mean you have to be in the photo, although that's not against the rules. The photo can be of anything. Your bond will be expressed by working together. He's not a paedophile hot dog. He just likes taking photos and teaching young girls whilst being a hot dog with mustard all over him. Like, come on now, Grim. It's 2016, 2017. It's 2017. I'll remember that at some point. You're allowed to do this. We can't date Mr. Dog. Dutch Cake Man, thank you for the follow. You followers, we're putting cat ears on a hot dog with mustard on him. Look, if we had a bond, then I have no witty comeback to that isn't me killing someone. This doesn't mean that you have to be in the photo, although that's not against the rules. The photo can be of anything. Your bond will be expressed by working together. It's not creepy if he's hot and he is a hot dog. Unaware of that rule. I want to see all kinds of photos represented. I encourage all of you to enter. At the end of the week, each pair will submit their photo. Of course, I'll be judging to pick the winner. As for the prize, the winner will have their photo displayed in the front entrance of the main building and a feature in the Blackwell Totem. The Blackwell Totem? Is that a really horrible, insensitive name supposed to, like, honor Native Americans? I hope not. We only have until Friday? Shit. If I wind up entering, I'm going to have to start thinking about it right away. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to enter. Mr. Dog turns to survey the class, hands on their hips. Their hips or his hips? I probably missed it. It's not that I didn't save her. It's just that she took a bit of a tumble, and we couldn't catch her in time. That's what it was, really. If I stare hard enough, one of you might believe it. One thing you should keep in mind, be certain of who you choose for a partner, because you can't change once you've picked. It said there. It did say there. Huh. You think there was a totem in the game? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. There was in the park. You will both need to work together to create your photo. No cooperation, no entry. I'm starting to feel a little more nervous about this whole thing. In before we just enter a kiss or something. Sure, I've been taking photos for as long as I can remember, but I've never collaborated with someone else like this before. How the hell have you not? Still not believing. Blame JP? Yeah, we need to blame JP. If you plan to enter, I need you to pick your partners before the end of today's class so that I can add your names to the registration sheet. Double shit, I have no idea who to ask and almost no time to make up my mind. Fidgeting nervously, I glance around the classroom. I can already see people murmuring to one another about their plans. You partner no one because group projects suck. No, but we do need to do it. This is probably the end goal. That looks like Chloe in the same way that someone whose jaws melted looks like Chloe. And their nose has been made bigger. That's too high, but that's too low. But there's no in between, so I guess we'll just have it nice and high. Can I be on your group project? Can I be on your group Does anyone else want to ask? Waka has red hair, but nice try. Chloe, who's half asleep, raises her eyebrow with me when I meet up Grace. I guess she wasn't so in doubt that she wasn't listening. Rachel thinks that winks when I look at her and I think about how much practice she's had posing for photos. Everyone knows she wants to be a model. I can see it. Kate waves her fingers at me, smiling encouragingly. She doesn't have to say anything for me to know that she thinks I should enter. Victoria, she stiffens a little. But they just do, I guess. I don't know. She stiffens a little. Oh, right, okay, got it. But she doesn't look away immediately this time. She holds my gaze. I'm not sure if she's issuing a challenge. Tell Chloe you'd I mean, that seems quite harsh. Like, absurdly harsh, for no good reason. I didn't read half the comment. Yeah, no, I misunderstood what it said. The choice is mine. I could ask anyone. Nothing's stopping me but my own shyness. The worst that could happen is I'll be turned down. Which honestly seems completely mortifying if I'm going to be real here, but I'll be even more disappointed with myself if I don't enter at all. Who should I ask? Well, do we get to ask, Chloe, who doesn't really look like Chloe, Rachel, Kate, or, Victoria? But would nobody save a life? I'm not that bad. Probably. I'll let the votes go in. I've got to briefly be right back. Is there, like, any moody emo guitar music we can play in the, hang on, Life is Strange, guitar song? Is that... No, that's dull. That's someone else actually covering it. I need emo guitar whilst I'm gone.
Such a pretty guitar. I need to play it more.
Yeah, this'll do. Sorry, we need emo guitar before I leave. Yep, that sounds emo as fuck. I'm gonna be right back for a minute and then hope it doesn't autoplay onto something really fucking weird. Good. It literally auto-played onto more guitar emo music. Woo! We're here anyway now. Dominica, are you fucking calling out lurkers again? Tomorrow... Oh, God's sake. Literally calling out lurkers. Alright, what did it go on? Victoria, not Chloe, Vic, Victoria... Kate's pants blend into the floor. Oh, yeah. They do. That is weird. Victoria, MCR, Nickelback, no. I don't want everyone to leave in a mass exodus because I happen to put, like, Nickelback and Coldplay on. And My Chemical Romance. Shudder. Right, so Victoria quite clearly won that. So, you know, I guess we're going Victoria. Are you sure you want to choose Victoria? Damn fucking straight I am. I'm about to do the dumbest thing I ever done. Achievement found. Double exposure. We got an achievement for something. As I get up from my desk, I feel my body turn stiff and robotic like it's trying to protect me from the humiliation that I'm about to suffer by paralyzing me. But I force my way through it. Ed Sheeran. Not a bad shout, actually. If we wanted something really, like, sort of emo-y, slow guitar-y, we should have just put Ed Sheeran on. Come on, Max. Just walk over to her. Just walk right on over to Victoria Chase, who could ruin your reputation with a single status on the social media of her choice. Look, yeah, exactly. At least she gets to live. Play Fink. I don't know what Fink is. Should I know what Fink is? Victoria Chase is, in fact, incredibly talented and could help you produce something amazing, if only you could get her to treat you like a fellow human being. I should seriously turn my ass right back around and sit down, but I keep walking. Hey, what's up, Backform? Would you two stop calling out lurkers? Jesus. Yeah, a light maiming. That is a lovely word for a roasting. I should seriously... Yeah, no, we've done that one. Victoria only seems to notice me once I'm standing right above her and never want to settle for Being at anybody's feet, she immediately pushes her chair back, stands, and then kind of looms. I think I just shat a brick. Is that a term that kids use? You fell asleep. Look, that's also what the hip kids do. Oh, come on, Penbear. If anyone says we need Jesus, you're not allowed to be the person who does. Sure you did. Let me go. Love is Strange. Have you played this back? What's up, sour grapes? Yep. This was a hella bad idea. There we go. Hella. Oh, you haven't. Oh, there you go. I try not to look like I've just made a huge mistake. Oh, so clever. I take it you'll be entering. Yeah. You never got the impression that Max was ever intimidated by Victoria? She definitely was at times. Like, didn't really want to talk to her and slightly scared of her. You've no idea what I mean. Oh, right, sure. Of course you don't. I think she did. I'm stalling for time and thinking about changing my mind. Victoria's looking at me expectantly. She can really make people feel like they're worth nothing with just one look. And that's what sparks the determination in me. I feel bold for a minute and I grasp onto it before it slips away. You guys are calling out lurkers. Can you please stop? Here goes nothing. I want to work with you. Victoria looks stunned. Her expression is satisfying. Excusez-moi? She talks in French? I talk fast before my bravado disappears entirely. Hey, determination is another games meme. We both take photography way seriously. We both came to Blackwell to work on our photos and get better, right? We're both into the same artists and the same eras. Because, I don't know, none of them would take it as seriously as us. Who knows? And I know you're practically an expert. I know we don't really see eye to eye, and your style is almost completely opposite of mine, but I think we've got the best chance of winning if we work together. Will logic win her over? Doesn't throughout the series, only emotion does. I have no idea. I haven't even thought out this insane desire to work with her yet. Her eyes narrow to slits. She's probably going to laugh in my face. I bet she wants this to be her versus me competition. She's going to say yes. I hold my breath. Finally, she speaks slowly. You're not as dumb as you look. Look, ignore the weird, awful satchel thing we've got going on. Behind that is a clever woman. Can we rewind in this game? Well, you can because of the game engine used, but you're not allowed to rewind choices, which I think is weird. But you can't just save and reload. So. Is Kay still alive? In before Chief says yes until we kill her. Thanks, I think. Then she sits down. I stare at her. Was that a... Victoria waves a hand at me, irritated. Yeah, not as dumb as you look. You look way stupider. Come talk to me after class, okay? Get out of my face. I think that was a yes. We're interrupted by Mr. Dog trailing back to the front of the classroom and we're clearing their throat. Alright, alright. This is the teacher, by the way, back. It's Mr. Dog. I'd love to tell you I know what it is, but I genuinely have no idea. It's a hot dog with mustard on it. Alright, alright. Evil. I've got to get into today's lecture. If you haven't picked a partner yet, then be sure that you do before class lets out. I settle back into my seat as the lesson begins, but I can barely focus. All I can think about is the contest. Miss Jefferson didn't die, I just don't think he exists in this game. There's a slight difference. Probably. When class lets out, it feels like hours later and I leap out of my seat. Just as Yeah, it's Mr. Dog, thank you very much. Please call him by his proper title. Don't call him Mr. Jefferson, that was a dark time for all of Blackwell. Just as Victoria asked me to, I walk over to approach her. She takes her time, gathering her books and ignoring my existence. I wait. Finally, she straightens and gives me a sharp jerk of her head. Well, what are you waiting for? Oh, after giving Mr. Dog our names for the registration sheet, I rush to follow her to the door. We'll meet tomorrow morning in that tin bucket of a diner. I'll text to let you know the exact time. That's something I always wondered about. Like, if they hated each other so much, then how on earth does she have Victoria's number and vice versa? It looks like MX Dog. It is MX Dog. When you're so high, what if their teacher was a hot dog and, like, no one noticed? It would be difficult not to notice that. Mr. Jefferson just isn't in this game. It's like an alternate reality where everyone is still alive and it's a year after we come back. The 2 whales? Isn't that what I just said? Do you need my number? Victoria shoots me a withering look. Guess not. So she already has it. Huh. Oh, there you go. As Tamara said, it's magic. That's all. Be prepared tomorrow and do not be late. I don't know. I guess it's all about, you know, showing up those numbers on the Facebooks. Hang on. Alright, hang on. How much do I pad my phone book? Because my phone book's probably got more people than I ever would talk to. I know it says at the end how many I have. Let's just say that there's more than I thought there were. And I probably don't speak to a lot of those people, so yeah, I guess that people of our age really do just pad numbers. That's just a wild generalization, but whatever. I think there actually has to be, you know, actual leather of some sort involved, or ties, Chief, before it becomes that. With a dismissive flick of her wrist, Victoria separates from me and takes long strides down the hall, her head held high. I watch her go. I can't believe that worked. Max, because role reversal is fun. I don't think there is a single way it would be Max. What have I gotten myself into? 4 numbers. That's a lot of numbers. What, 1, 2, 3, and 4? Bet no one's ever told that joke before. Usually I feel totally at ease in this environment. It looks like more of a shithole than I remember it being. Made a flick of da wrist meme now. I don't even know what that meant. Usually I felt totally at ease in this environment. In the middle of the frantic breakfast rush at 2 whales, complete with an atmosphere so loud and varied it makes it hard to nod off. The diner is alight with a manner of different faces. Hungry truckers tapping their feet and banging their large fists against the counter. Alright, so visual novels have this fun little problem. Where, how many... It says there are truckers all at the counter. Yes, I see all of them. In their Casper-like gloriness of not actually being there. Families dabbing at their faces of their children. Do you see that? I mean, dabbing with what? A knife? Did this happen 5 years ago and that's why they're no longer there? And the already overworked staff bumbling about with a speed and accuracy I sure wouldn't be able to accomplish without falling over. Again, not seeing that. Yeah, it looks like a fucking horrible terrain. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. It seems way too loud for it to be that time, but that's the beauty of the morning rush, I guess. Well, to be more accurate, it's only 9:58. 9:58. I didn't kill them. Not all of them. Only that, you know, 1 or 2 people. So... Oh man, I breathed in to talk and then just choked. I woke up this morning to a text from Victoria demanding to meet up at 10 AM or never. Look, I'm sorry, okay? Checking my phone to make sure I have the time right, I drum my fingers against the table to burn off the excess energy from my nerves. I'm not sure that's how that works. If I were to be meeting up with Chloe, I wouldn't be nervous at all. Well, maybe a little nervous that she'd leave me waiting for way too long. Responsibilities. Hip. Kids. You said you saved one, so you implicitly killed all other available. I didn't willingly do it. I can't help the little smirk that overcomes my lips at the thought, because I know for a fact that she definitely would. She always tells me I'd better not be late, but she always is. It's fine though, I guess I've learned to deal with the wonky schedule of one Chloe Bryce. That's what you get when you pledge your loyalty to the captain. There's no room for me to be that upsetting. What? The loyalty of the captain? Now that's a freaky BDSM relationship if ever there was one. Being first mate isn't all it's cut out to be. Hey, what's up with that look on your face? Well, you know, just chilling. I jump into my seat at the sudden voice and the smile dissolves quickly off of my face. Victoria Chase is standing over my table, arms crossed, and expression sour. That was because you weren't paying attention. I must have been so deep in my thoughts that I didn't even notice her come in. So much for preparing myself to deal with this. No, you were. You were preparing to be shocked. Yeah, no, me neither. I looked down at the phone to check the time, 10 a.m. I don't know why I'm surprised. Of course she'd be as punctual as possible. She seems like someone who'd want to arrive on the dot as well. Not like 5 seconds before or after, like physically exactly on point. Just to rub her cat ears. I mean, there's the toilets for that if it really gets down to it. I think we can avoid it for the time being. When I pulled my gaze off of my phone, I realised that she still made no effort to sit down. Head pat her until she calms down. I'm not sure, with the cat ears that far forward, I'm not sure if we'd actually achieve anything. I can't help myself from thinking that she's probably trying to use that as some leverage over me. As if she doesn't have enough control over all of Blackwell. God, are you deaf or something? I asked you a question. That sparked some annoyance in the back of my mind, and I hurried to respond. I'm thinking of something. Is my Coke around? No, shit. I'm gonna get some Coke so I don't die of sleep. I will literally be 20 seconds this time. What do we want to vote in the meantime? Good night, Pemba. Shit, you know, I went to sleep at about, I don't know, in the end, like 5:30. And then I woke up at about 10, give or take. And I thought it was like 1 p.m, so I was like, alright, come on, you gotta get yourself up. You gotta get yourself up. Eventually. And I woke up and I was fucking pissed that I even got out of bed. So, you know, tiredness takes its toll. And yeah, no, Pemba. If I didn't already say that. Yeah, I'm guessing thinking of something as well. That's a lot of thinking of something, so that'll do. As much as I want to reply with something worse, I hold myself back and frown at her. I was just thinking about something. I'm not sure that's what I said. At all. Don't sleep past 8:30 even when you're off. Yeah, but I went to sleep at 5:30, so in the morning. Victoria raises a brow. Was I up until 5:30? Well, I was in bed watching YouTube videos for a while. And then scoffs. It had better be something about the project then. I can't keep myself from rolling my eyes, and she narrows her own eyes at me in response. Or maybe it's better if it's not. I have to deal with you now smiling like a total weirdo all the time, so I might just go crazy. She's that worried. Her words definitely did the trick. There's nothing short of a frown on my face right now. There we go. Ugh, stage 1 of waking myself up. Ugh. It's fine. Hopefully the pixels are so low that you couldn't see the weird redness in my eyes. Very funny, Victoria. If it makes you feel any better, it wasn't about the project. Victoria actually makes a noise of approval. Good, I don't need you getting ahead of yourself. I don't really like the way she says that, like she's planning on being the driving force behind this whole thing. What, like she's planning on putting the work in for you? Oh, what a terrible fate we have become to. I was the one who asked her to help in the first place. Whatever, let's not waste any more time. Does that mean you're going to sit down? Victoria's eyebrow twitches at my assertion, and I can't help but stop myself from smiling smugly. Because Chad wanted it, Crippy. And Chad always wants the worst for you. You should know this by now, damn it. Yeah, then because everyone hates Chloe, and then by association everyone will hate Rachel. So it's between, do we want to stick with Victoria or do we want to stick with Kate? Oh yeah, that also what Mitch said. I half expect her to say something. Instead, all she does is huff and tuck a lock of hair of her hair behind her ear, sliding effortlessly into the seat. Tuck a lock of hair behind her ear? But her hair's really short. I don't get it. Oh, this is the OTP. There you go. What Jack said. It's too early to deal with you, Caulfield. Too early? It's already 10 in the morning. I raise an eyebrow at her. Even Chloe would have called me out earlier than this. Victoria shoots me a look and averts her gaze to one of the many waitresses passing by, as if that'll make them show up any faster. When she's all gooey and squishy, it'll be good. I don't think she's going to get that. I think at best she's just going to go, oh, you're okay, I guess, Max Caulfield, bastard. Some people actually need their beauty sleep. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it with how you look. Oh... What a fucking awful burn. What was that? Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't think you get beauty sleep because you're not beautiful. Ah! And fucking like just drops the mic. Like, literally school ground insults. Ouch, she's on a roll today. I cross my arms, watching her warily. A roll? I mean, if we mean rolling shit down a hill, then sure, some of it's got to stick eventually. I don't know what the melting marshmallow effect is. Seriously, if you were going to come here just to insult me, why did you even agree to work with me? Victoria pauses and then pinches the bridge of her nose. Don't flatter yourself. Yeah, you also thought the other girl in a Japanese school life was the best girl when you were wrong, so I guess maybe Chad's right, who knows. Before Victoria can finish her response, a waitress finally shows up to take our orders. Victoria, of course, wastes no time. I mean, I guess they wouldn't, but still. Coffee, black. She shoots me a look as if I'm the reason she's getting something so strong. I stand my ground, staring right back. I don't think anyone in chat disagrees about cat girls, weirdly. For maybe a little too long, because Victoria clears her throat and gestures to the waitress. We don't have all fucking day, Caulfield. Literally in front of a waitress who could be anyone and you're just swearing. Great. She kind of got better. Yeah, but then we should have killed her also as well. But yeah, details. My ears burn and I avert my gaze. Just a coffee with bacon and eggs. Once the waitress pens down our orders and speeds away, the atmosphere feels like just as tense as before. Victoria is extremely quiet and I can't find the words to say it, but always feels like talking to Victoria is like trying to avoid stepping on landmines. Probably true. Yeah, Chloe's not bad. It almost makes me regret my decision a little, but I quickly dashed that thought from my mind. I know I picked Victoria to help me, I've seen her work before, and for someone so sour, she has a ton of talent. I guess I've always wondered why someone so talented has to be such a jerk. She has everything, so what does she get from tearing everyone down? Power, influence, a number of things really. Yeah, I'd say she's a tsundere. I peek at her again and catch her looking out the window instead of at me. Yeah, but also she's not a classic one because she has character development. And I don't mean character development where she eventually just goes, "Oh, you're alright." You know, she's an actual fucking person. I peek at her again and catch her looking out the window instead of at me. There's this little furrow in her brow as if she's thinking about something. It's probably something about me. Can someone explain the hate for Chloe? I don't know. Some people say she's dumb. But then you reach, like, she doesn't care about you. But then there's a bunch of shit that happens which quite literally ruins that discussion. But I can't talk about it without spoilers, so, Maybe she's questioning this decision just as much as I am. Hey, Victoria. Victoria turns her head to look at me, brow still furrowed, as she opens her mouth to respond. Our waitress comes by and drops off our drinks. Whatever she was going to say is swallowed up by her taking a hold of her coffee and taking a sip. I almost want to wince imagining how bitter that was. So our project, right? I think that what do you have in mind is a better question. Because we're not just asking her, hey, can you just, you know, tell us the answer? Where, do you have any ideas, would just be suggesting, yeah, no, we've come up with nothing. Yeah. And the fact that you guys, yeah, that you barely fucking wrote, which is why she's pissed, but she's just glad that you came down. There is a slight difference between the sentences. There's not a wonderful difference, though. Her life wouldn't be so hard if she didn't rebel as much? Well, that's easy to say as someone who I'm assuming Mitch wasn't rebellious. Let's be inclusive. Since I'm dealing with Victoria, it's probably best to ask her what she has in mind first. Yeah. What do you have in mind? Do you have any... Oh, she just says the same thing. We both stop short. Our senses is totally mismatched. It makes me think It takes me a moment to realise what she was trying to say, and really, I'm surprised. Was she actually asking me for my opinion? I see her grip tighten on her mug, and she turns her head away from me, and she looks out the window. Right, I blink hard because there's no way the light pink dusted over her cheeks is real. But, as soon as I do, it's gone, and she's glowering at me again. Yeah, I guess the other one was the good choice as well, but we can't do anything about it? Look, hang on. If we go back, we can't, and I didn't save it beforehand. Actually, I wonder whether that'll work. So if I save, load, yes. Yeah. There's a momentary restriction, and then as soon as you load, there's no longer a restriction anymore. So do you have any ideas? Do you have any idea? Yeah. It's... You're not allowed to unless you make one of the many things that does allow you to go back and break it. Who needs rules when you have swag? She curls her lips down and brings her coffee up to them a little too quickly. Magic! I swear I see her grimace this time around, and I hunch my shoulders up a little, reaching for my cup. Well? Victoria can make anything sound like a demand, and that one word definitely proves that. Yeah, I don't understand how it works either. Huh? I'm giving you permission to keep talking, so either you take it or you didn't. Do you understand or not? Oh, I wasn't expecting that one at all. I thought Victoria would want to get her dressed in her words first. Oh no, to get her in her... I don't know where I saw the word dressed. To get her words in first, but she honestly looked a little embarrassed. I wonder if this is an attempt to be nice or not. You're getting drunk, Dominica, perchance? I mean, we should probably figure out where we're going to shoot, right? Victoria hums in agreement at my words, seemingly placated for now. That's right, since the focus is Arcadia Bay, it shouldn't be too hard to find a suitable spot. Are you saying you know good places to shoot? Well, she didn't say that now, though, did she? That's entirely different. She pauses and taps her fingers against the table. Of course! But that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you a chance to prove yourself. No way? Oh, okay. Definitely not. Got it. I can't help but snort a little, and Victoria shuts her eyes at that, annoyed again. At least that's what it looks like, but then she continues easily. All of the somber. Well, you've either misspelt... Yeah, you've definitely misspelt somber there. So you mean dark and emo-y. As I was saying, I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. Victoria's gaze zeroes in on me and I instantly feel more than a little awkward underneath her judgmental eyes. It makes me feel more nervous than it should, and I swallow dryly and reach for my coffee. In all actuality, I don't really know if I'm good enough for this. The fact that Victoria's asking my opinion is more than a bit intimidating. I could think of a few, but I'm sure they're not don't. I won't ask for your opinion. I wouldn't ask you your opinion if I didn't think you were somewhat competent. She's getting on our side very fucking quickly. Victoria huffs and I rub the back of my neck. Everyone friend zones Warren. Who the fuck wouldn't do that? That's terrifying. Oh, hey, Shell. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I've got something in mind too, fortunately for you. No one's ever going with Warren ever again. Really? Victoria purses her lips, resting her elbow on the table and looking over me again. Yes, I do. Clean out those hipster ears of yours and you won't have to ask me dumb questions like that ever again. There's another pause and then Victoria's looking out the window again, waving me off. You're capping me. Right. Finish your food already and then tell me what you want to do. It'd be a shame if I didn't give your amateur taste a chance. This is really tsundere behavior. It's not like I want to try them, Barker. I'm so surprised she's letting me take the reins that I almost do forget I have food in front of me and I take the opportunity to nosh on it. I'm saying hi to you, Shell, yeah. Right. I need to address the elephant in the room with this game. It's not Life is Strange, is it? They've taken the characters and rather oversimplified them. So they're no longer the characters they were anymore. So Victoria is the classic, oh yeah, I'm so pissed at you. It's not like I really fucking want your advice. Yeah, fucking... Oh, bastard. Grr. Grr. And then Max is this weird bumbling thing. Yeah, sorry, rule number 7. You actually like Warren, that's terrifying. Chloe is presumably just some sort of like angsty teenager who's ruly for no real good reason. I imagine the same's going to happen with Rocha, and then Kate's going to be the shy one who stutters. Did Kate stutter when we talked to her earlier? Like, it just feels really oversimplified, you know? This isn't Life is Strange. This is just, it's, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. It's just, yeah. I also take the opportunity to think hard about my decision. There's no way I'm going to argue about this. This is just a dating sim, is the problem here. With characters that you happen to know, but not the personalities of them. This isn't a chance that comes often. It might be a little bad, but I kind of expected her to take a complete charge, so spit it out. I know. You think? Victoria sips at her coffee impatiently and I wipe at my mouth with a napkin. I backtrack a little, frowning. No, I know. That's what I thought. Where are we going? You'll see. I've got the perfect place to take Victoria. Okay, I just want to see where she takes us. Yeah, a really expensive car, I'm sure. So we've gone to, like, the world's worst fairground ever. It looks like fucking West Pier. It looks somewhat desolate. Like a place you'd go into in an 18+ horror film where, you know, shit'd go down if you weren't too careful. Somewhere with a little more life for Victoria's sake at least. I can handle nature, but I don't think I've ever seen Victoria willingly shoot at a tree or a squirrel. People are more her thing. So you've brought her to take a photo of inanimate objects and birds, and you needed to go to a carnival full of people to do that? I'm not entirely sure I understand. Any of it, really. Oh, man. This is... I'm tempted to start fucking... I'm tempted to just stop this. It's just not a very good game, is it? It's just generic dating sim number 7. But then the problem is I'm not sure I have anything else to play. Which isn't just like a really dumb 08 hype. Oh no, we could like bring the after party forward slightly or something. That or I could just fucking play Boshi, I don't know. No, I can't play Boshi. Ugh. That was really hard when I did it. Yeah. I was just expecting a lot more from this. And now I'm playing it, and it's just, hey, here's a bunch of stereotypes that you see in characters that didn't have these stereotypes before. Go date them or something. Yeah, alright. Let's do that instead, and then next week we'll be back with like a better game or something. Oh, we're not doing fucking... We can't do Japanese school life again. I'd be terrified. Let's go host someone, and then piss about on my Discord. Probably doesn't help the fact that I'm so tired. Sweet, there is no one I can be asked to host. I'm way too tired anyway. Right, well this is an amazing game. We all had so much fun. All of the kids liked it. It's not the shortest stream ever. It was 2 hours. That's fairly long. Next week we'll be back with a better game. Until then, we're now just gonna go and chill, and I'm gonna fucking fall asleep at my desk, and it's gonna be amazing. Until next week! I'm actually gonna find something which is just a giant meme, and we're gonna have fun with that. Actually, fuck, I know exactly what we're gonna play next week. And a backup when it's inevitably shit. Have fun! There we go. That's me saying goodbye. Bye. etc.